we talked about, put it this way. For those of you who are very suspicious right now, you're like, okay, I've tried dating apps. What is this? I guess I'm not balding anymore. Formerly balding ginger, gonna tell me that I haven't heard before. You know, what the fuck does he know? So let's start here. We talked about this, right? If you failed in the past with dating apps, you know, we've already talked about the women have these incredibly high standards, that they're very masculine. And if you've ever thought like, you know, dating apps only really work for the top, you know, 5 to 10% of guys, you're absolutely fucking right. They do. Dating apps only work. They are rigged against you. Okay.
Yep.
And you have never been one of those 5 to 10 top percent of guys that could actually get it on the dating apps. And like I said, if you're not at least a 6, there's not much you can do. But if you do get a 6, you can become niche hot. Well, I'll explain what that means. You can't be generally hot and attractive as a 6 to every girl, but you become niche hot. So I'm gonna talk a lot here. I got a lot of spiel. You guys can like feel in to cut me off because I'm gonna kind of just cook here for a second. But
okay, go ahead.
The main thing with this online dating thing is nobody ever taught you how to do it. There's a few good YouTubers out there. There's a few people that I respect, but majority of these other online dating coaches are trash. And remember when you guys first got an iPhone and no one taught you how to use the iPhone? The iPhone is just intuitive. You started swiping, you scrolling, pinch zooming, you know, sending voice notes, this and that. The iPhone is very intuitive. You don't really have to learn or study how to use the iPhone. Online dating is not the same way. It is not intuitive. You know, you can look at an iPhone and kind of figure it out and just play with it and learn how to use, you know, at least 80, 90% of the features without ever looking up a tutorial. Online dating is looking at the cockpit of an airplane. It is completely and fundamentally different. There is no way you're just going to look at the cockpit of an airplane without going to aviation school. And, oh, I think I figure it out. This is you're going to crash the plane and die every time. If it's Groundhog Day, you know, you can wake up every day, you get a new, you know, every day the same thing like that movie Groundhog Day, you're going to crash the plane every time. What most of you guys do is I call the camera roll method. So what the camera roll method is this: you make a new Hinge, you make a new Bumble, and you open up your camera roll and you just kind of upload what was already there. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. So I'm going to show what happens when you use the generic, you know, camera roll method versus when every single photo you take was intentionally planned, the way you're going to dress, where you're going to be, who's going to be in the photo with you, and what you're doing from the beginning. So this is camera roll method. This is like, I took a photo on an iPhone 7, iPhone 6, Motorola Razr versus, I call this the high status profile. You can call it the attractive Instagram profile. I prefer the term the high status profile because you don't necessarily have to be attractive. And this is Steven. We've showed him before, very normal looking guy. But look at this. He's giving a speech to a room full of people. This implies success, power, confidence, the ability to own a room. This does not happen organically. You are not going to open your camera roll and just have this photo in there. Same thing here. Camera roll method versus intentionally planned.
Casey,
camera roll method versus intentionally planned.
Girls are intentional when they make posts. They plan the lighting, they plan the setting, and they take multiple photos to get the best image and shot.
They'll take like 50
on purpose.
If you look at a girl's camera roll, it's actually literally like just a million pictures of themselves in the same exact position. They just pick the best one.
But what do guys do? They just picture, camera roll, post with no type of intentional post behind it, thinking, what's the goal here? So that's very good that you do before and after. Because honestly speaking, bro, if I was a girl, what would I choose? Before and after? After. Pause. Go ahead.
Exactly. And look, this guy may have gained like a little bit of muscle mass. Maybe he's just flexing, or maybe he is 10% more muscular. Maybe he's a little bit more swole, but it's the same guy. It's like the purple guy standing in like the purple room, can't even see his face, versus no homo, like total Giga Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing here. I mean, what the fuck is this? What girl is going to swipe right on this? And this is, you know, segueing into something else. What a lot of you guys have this limiting belief: I'm not good looking, this won't work for me. I'm not good looking, this won't work for me. We'll talk about how you do need to achieve a level of 6 objectively. If you're chubby and really short and you got a fetus growing out of the side of your face, it's just not going to work for you. You have to have some level of physical fitness. You know, if you're under 5'5", it's going to be tough. But this is, shout out to Austin Holloman. This is the gentleman who's letting me use his place. If he didn't offer me this place, I probably would have cut out with shitty Wi-Fi. So shout out to him.
Shout out Austin.
And I wanted to, yeah, you guys should have him on the show sometime too. But
yeah,
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. Yeah, he's a dude. This guy's cool as fuck. We'll talk about him later.
Okay.
Super cool guy, good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Super loyal. You should have him on the show anyway. But anyway, and look, this is taken from the same day. This is like actually look at this fucking monster right here. Like this photo would not go well. I look weird. I look uncomfortable. Versus this photo, and I'm the same guy. And I even did it with celebrities too. Anybody can take a good or bad photo.
Casey, I just want to tell them real quick, and you're gonna keep cooking. We're gonna take 3 profiles from our Castle Club guys. We're gonna rate them live on air and tell you guys what you need to do.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna take 3 Castle Club guys Instagrams and rate them on air. So so stay tuned for that as well. And we're gonna go over like what your profile needs. So guys, quick word from our sponsor real fast. You know we don't mess around when it comes to leveling up, and that goes for your coffee too. If you're still drinking that sugary shit, you're already started your morning off wrong. 1775 Coffee's protein creamer is what real men use to start their day. 10 grams of whey protein per serving, designed to build muscle and boost metabolism. Most people are tossing whey protein into their coffee, but we took it a step further and made a creamer with whey protein already built in, no added sugar, just protein. They just dropped this protein creamer along with a whole new lineup. In addition to the classic dark and medium roast, you'll find new coffee pods and a brain-boosting mushroom blend that'll have you focused like a sniper locked in on CNN. Don't start your morning funding the woke mob and dumping garbage into your body. Do it right with 1775 Coffee. Use code FRESH to get 15% off. Guys, I'm drinking 1775 Coffee right now, man. As we walk it like we talk it over here, guys, and they got one that has a protein blend, man, so definitely go show them support.
You sub to the channel?
Shout out to 1775 Coffee. But go, continue on, Casey. Keep
real
cooking.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, so this girl, what would most guys rate this girl? 6.5. This girl's pretty. She's above average. She's not a bad looking chick, but you wouldn't write home about her. What about here? And this is the same thing, right? I forget her name is if someone, I forget, she's some celebrity, bitch. I forget her name. She's some actress. Who cares? But the point being, anybody can take a good photo. Anybody can take a bad photo. And I'm going to stop sharing for a second, but then I want to show something else after this. I had this the reason I came to this epiphany is it was 2018, and I was noticing this trend that we talked about of how digital dating is taking over. More people are meeting through digital apps, dating apps, Instagram, etc., through person. Women are becoming more and more standoffish. There was a point when like mentors, like my first mentor in the game, Owen Cook, RSD Tyler, actually got him on the show. I should get him back on the Fresh and Fit podcast if you guys want to. But anyway,
of course,
yeah, sure.
He's always welcome here.
He would teach these things like looks and money are very little factors, and it's only game and charisma and stuff like that, and cold approach is king. There was a time when that was more or less true. Looks and money always mattered a lot, but now I noticed about 2018 that girls are more standoffish, feminism, more bitchy and stuff. So I said, okay, I got to get this digital dating thing handled. And right around that time, a website called Photo Feeler came out. Feeler.com. Zero affiliation with this website, but I highly recommend it. And I decided to put my photos in here because it's a panel of real women rank your photos on attractiveness. They'll say, 1 to 10, how attractive you are. And I always considered myself a very, very average looking guy, maybe slightly above average, about a 5.56. By the way, in the chat, if you want everyone to know that just start rating me, okay? That's the quickest. When men start rating other men, he's a 6.2. That's the quickest way to let us know.
That is
no
so weird.
Judgment, but if you're gay, you can start rating me. But
yeah.
I consider myself, very average, and I uploaded a whole bunch of photos to Photo Feeler, and sure enough, suspicion confirmed. 4.8, 5.5, 6.1, 5.4, 5.3. Okay, cool. I'm average. I guess only the top guys do well on dating apps. It's not going to work for me because I'm average looking. Boo-hoo. Then one photo came in a bit later, 8.9. I said, no way. That's got to be a mistake. I got to try this. It's not statistically significant data. I got to run this again. And I ran it again, and same thing, like 8.8 or 8, like almost the same score again 2 days later with a different panel of women. And I purchased more votes to get more, statistic data. And I was like, can I really just, can people just change their attractiveness based on the angle, the lighting, the fashion, the setting, what they're doing in a photo? That much, maybe some light touching up, some light Photoshop or face app stuff, which we'll talk about in a second. And I said, I don't know. So I put that photo as my main photo on the app. And what happened? The results were not that much better. They were a little bit better, but not the same. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I look more attractive. The ratings prove it. What'd you say?
I said, no, so even the higher rating pictures, it still didn't get the voila moment.
Yeah, but then here's what happened. I said, let me just get some more photos, right? Because I had all my shitty photos. I had one good one where I rated 8.9, 8.7, whatever it was. And then I said, okay, let me, 3-4 weeks get by, and I got all good photos. All photos were rated, like a 7.7 or a 7.9, 8.0, something like that. And then not only did I have like the one photo where I rated like an 8 and above with a whole bunch of photos where I rated average. Now every photo rated at least a 7.5 to an 8 and above. And holy shit, that was a light bulb moment. And I realized, duh, it's so obvious. You get judged by your worst photo. Guys,
Yes.
how many times have you been on a Tinder
really
profile, a Hinge
important.
Yes.
profile?
That's really important.
Yeah, I mean, Myron, Fresh, you answer this question. How many times you're on an Instagram, a dating app profile, Tinder profile, you're swiping, oh, baby. Oh, yeah, okay, looking good. All right, looking good, okay. Oh, shit, you get to, oh, my God. That's
Wait.
what you look like without makeup, or
Remember-
that's what your body looks like?
We used to do reviews with girls in studio to guys' profiles, right? What would they do? Okay, that's a good photo. That's a good photo. Wait, his pants look weird in this photo. Nah, I'm good. Just one photo they would see will change their whole view of the person.
I think it's very important because you touched on something here that I really want to get out to the guys out there because men don't understand this. When men look at women, we're looking to qualify them.
Yes.
Okay, she has 2 good pictures. The rest here are kind of weird, but you know what? She's probably hot. I'll give her a pass. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Women don't look at it like that. They're looking to disqualify you. So when they're looking through your pictures, they see one thing that's offered that they don't like. They're like, all right, he's done. I'm good.
Yeah.
Because they have so much options where they can literally just look. They screen men from a dismissive angle, whereas men look at women from a let's admit her angle. So what you just said is spot on. Like you can have a fantastic profile, one bad picture will make her say, "No, I'm not good anymore." Because that's just women have the luxury of being able to operate from a dismissive standpoint when looking at men.
Also, with the photos, right? Someone may say, oh, photos don't matter because they just care about money. But guess what photos tell women automatically? If you have a good lifestyle and if you have money indirectly.
Yep.
It may not say money from money in your hand, but maybe you're in good shape, you take care of yourself, you have a nice white smile. Okay, he has enough money to take care of himself, so you know what? I'll give him a chance. But if they see you, bathroom selfie, sloppy, camera roll photos, is like, oh, he's probably broke and has a bad lifestyle. I don't want him. So photos say a lot without saying too much indirectly, but I would just say photos are definitely going to dictate for you if you're successful, good lifestyle, or, for example, take care of yourself in general.